Oh my God, my gorgeous Virgos. Oh my God. You know, I say this because August is just going to bring you such a powerful experience. And I can't even explain with words how you are actually going to feel. This is so important because it's going to bring you such an important and powerful moment when it comes to your own personal shake up. It is almost going to be like, oh my God, like a spiritual slap in the face and like a huge, massive and enormous and really powerful confirmation you're actually going to have. But by the time this confirmation happens, you're already going to find yourself like, in the situation that is going to be different, in the situation that is going to surprise you. And that situation, it's also going to be connected to you doing something different and also finding yourself in a rather interesting situation, which is just purely going to come from you being in a completely different dimension. This is very important, but this is also going to be absolutely crucial months. It's both August and September are going to be absolutely remarkably important for you. But the August is going to have a strong connection with September. But the August right now, it's going to be absolutely remarkably directly responsible for this. In particular on the 15th of August, my gorgeous Virgolinis, in particular on the 15th of August. You're already, just remember, on the 15th of August, you will be part of the different dimension. On the 15th of August, something different is going to take place and you are going to find yourself there. With other words, you're just going to be somewhere and you're going to be part of the dimension, part of the energy that is on one hand going to really re-energize you, rejuvenate you, but at the same time, it's going to kind of get you thinking. It's going to put you in this thinking mode. It is not going to be hermit mode on the 15th of August. The hermit mode, it's going to be on the 2nd of August. It's not going to be on the 15th of August, but this in itself is going to be remarkable because for one, you see, you are actually going to have a situation where when I say that your eyes are going to be open, you will know what to be wary of. It's going to be a little situation which is just kind of going to make you realize like, oh my God, what am I doing? Oh my God, why didn't I move on? Oh my God, why didn't I make that change? Oh my God, why don't I listen to myself? Oh my God, why don't I listen to my inner voice? I'm not saying that you're not listening to yourself. I'm not saying that you're not listening to your inner voice, but this is how you're going to feel because this is going to be feeling an emotion that is going to come deep from within and it's going to shaky, uppy. This is what it's going to do to you. It's going to shake you up a little bit. And this is the spiritual slap that I'm talking about because it's going to remind you that you really need to make an important step. You need to make an important move because your eyes are going to be open. The energy is going to be absolutely superb. And this is going to reflect on your being. This is going to reflect on your balance. This is going to reflect on your spirit. This is going to reflect on your soul. Or immediately it's going to be very strong connection with like things that you used to do in the past, long time ago, in the childhood when you were like really like an innocent, happy child. I'm talking about the happy moments. I'm talking about happy innocence. I'm talking about emotions. I'm talking about these particular feelings that are also going to contribute towards you having, first of all, this situation. I know it sounds a little bit confusing, but you will see what am I talking about. You will see exactly what I mean because you're going to be shaked up to the core and you're going to like it because it's at the same time going to create such a wonderful spiritual enlightenment that you are going to have, my gorgeous Virgolinis. So this is the beginning, my babies. You're walking through this powerful door which is most certainly going to become absolutely super important and evident in September. But August, as I said, is going to be just as important. So the 15th of August is going to bring you the situation where you will kind of you will know that you need to be wary about a certain situation and about a certain person, you know, and this in itself is just going to like kind of maybe disappoint you a little bit. It's going to bring you a little bit of, oh God, unhappiness and uncertainty at the same time, a little bit of a bitter experience, but this is what we need. This is exactly what we are looking for. You see, my babies, it needs to get worse in order to get better. So now you're going through this particular moment from one dimension, you're having flippy floppy moment to another dimension. So this is why this is going to be so powerful, because this situation, which is just going to make you a little bit disappointed, it's at the same time going to be absolutely remarkable, because as I said, you will know what to be wary of, and that is going to resolve in huge, massive, enormous confirmation. Very, very important to say that this is going to be quite personal, very personal to you. I'm keep on saying it's about being shaked up, and I'm keep on saying it's going to shake you up. It's going to give you the necessary amount of energy, which is on another hand going to raise your vibration, which is on another hand going to reflect on you, and it's going to reflect on your beautiful confidence, which is going to directly resolve in you having such a wonderful power in order to see the perspective that you wouldn't normally see. This is so important, my God, because it's the time of adjustment, the time of readjustment, and this is just the beginning. It's gonna be like, it's to do with this is going the 15th of August. It's going to bring you new possibilities, new relationships, and new approaches to old problems. But this is so important because it's at the same time coming to this new knowledge that you are going to have, that you are going to be aware of, that you're going to be part of, that is going to help you to bring you to this particular and absolutely remarkable moment, remarkable point, which is on another hand going to help you to realize that it's the time for the certain discontinuance, okay? It's the time to move on. It's the time to change. And that on another hand, it's also going to be strongly connected to the actual progress, you know, when it comes to the actual hard work, when it comes to the actual growth. You know, this is an important time of the progress that you are going to have at the same time, and that in itself is just going to help you to kind of just basically focus on this without thinking negatively, focus on this without worrying, focus on this without bringing yourself down, and focus on these new possibilities without thinking about things that can block you. It's very important to understand that the power of your mind is going to be ridiculously strong, like, oh my God. And it's in particular from the 15th of August, not only until the end of that month, but now we're in August, so we're going to talk about August, but it's just going to be from the 15th of August until the end of that month. It's going to be throughout September, of course, your time, my babies, but most certainly when we are talking about August, from the 15th of August until the end of the August, oh my God, this is super powerful when it comes to manifestation, super powerful when it comes to new beginnings, super powerful when it comes to like a new start, super powerful when it comes to you proving your point, super powerful when it comes to like to dealing with problems and the situations that are making you feel like a little bit like you don't like them, they bring you down. Maybe if you need to talk to people who are draining your energy, but you just have to talk to them because you've got certain issues to resolve. This is so going to be so important and connected to all these things, my gorgeous Virgolinis, when it comes to the actual resolving problems, when it comes to looking for work, when it comes to looking for a job. If you are, then from the 15th of August until the end of that month, you are going to be on top of the world to prove yourself. But also at the same time, if you are retired, for example, it's all about a new option which is going to come through, which is going to come forward, and it's most certainly going to rejuvenate you so much. It's going to refresh you so beautifully, because it's all about you having this powerful and rather enlightening moment at the same time, which is going to bring you an important option by the end of this month indeed. Very, very powerful time, my gorgeous Virgolinis, okay? My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for August 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, my gorgeous Virgo, and it's for August 2020. And of course, when it comes to the actual number and when it comes to the actual numerology, guess what are you going to have? Number 2, my lord. You know, number 2 is going to bring you an important situation. Number 2 is going to bring you an important realization. Number 2 is going to bring you an important reflection, you know, which you are just going to, which is going to be absolutely impossible to ignore, because it's all going to boil down to one big point. It's all going to be boiling down to one big stage, you know, to one big situation, which is going to also help you realize that the resolution of the problem, it's going to happen. You don't need to worry, but you just need to focus and you need to move on at the same time. Number 2 is indicating, you know, that throughout August, you're going to be super wise. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolinis, this is what I need you to understand. You're going to be having lots of moments like, oh God, like, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Oh my God, what did I say? Oh, how did I think of that? Oh, I don't normally use these words. Oh, I don't normally use this word. I don't normally feel like I want to go there. I don't normally feel like I want to go there. I don't normally feel like I want to do that. So babies, these are all going to be very sacred little signs that you are going to have at the same time. This is what it means, that you're going to be having lots of little signs, but it's on you to pay attention, because they are going to be very sacred, and every single little thing that you feel that surprise you, like you need to do, just take it like a gift from God. Take it like a gift from your angels. Take it like a gift from your spirit guides, from your guardian angels, because most certainly they're going to come from somewhere very powerful and very sacred and very enlightening at the same time. And it's not only going to become like the beginning of rebirth, but it's also at the same time going to bring you a powerful confirmation, a powerful vision, a powerful a perspective, you know. And normally you would be like, you see, because it's all to do with the feelings, it's all to do with emotions, it's all to do with the feeling this powerful vibration of other dimensions at the same time, but being able to respond in a particular way. So August is going to do just that, because it's going to bring you this wisdom. My lord, you know, I suggest you strongly, listen to your inner voice and really strongly listen to your intuition, because your intuition is going to be more powerful than anything else, more powerful than anyone else's when it comes to this particular month, because it's all about this wiseness that you're going to feel. And also, you know, an important judgment you're going to make. You're going to make some kind of decision and you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I made that decision. This is the wiseness I'm talking about. I know wiseness just sounds like a wiseness, but I'm saying specifically going back to June, going back to May, things that have been like kind of bothering you, things that have been slowing you down, things that affected you. You wouldn't even dream that you would be able to respond in this particular way. But because you're going to have a control over a situation in such a, oh my Lord, powerful way, this is all going to be part of these changes. This is all going to be part of this spiritual journey that you're going to find yourself on. Just remember, there is so much that you're going to do. There is so much that is going to happen and unfold in particular from the 15th of August until the end of that month. So this on you can be brilliant for any sorts of situation if you can purely throw yourself in. On another hand, it's to do with a powerful judgment you're going to make, you know, and it's going to come from a very serene and very deep knowledge. But on another hand, you know, spiritually, you're going to be beautifully penetrated, you know, and also the certain hidden emotion is going to come to the surface, and that hidden emotion is going to be so important because it's going to answer two specific questions. It's going to answer two specific queries, and one particular question is to do with emotions, and another particular question is to do with like a long and ongoing problem that was slowing you down and is no longer serving you in your life, and it's on you to realize it's time to move on, and just to do a little readjustment by cutting this thing out of your life and basically moving on. On another hand, what else I was going to say, it's all about, you need to be as practical as possible. This is all about practicality and analytical. This is analytical. This is what I was going to say. You need to be practical as much as you can, but also you are going to need to be analytical this month. Just remember that. Do not rush into any decisions, my babies. Just remember that you are going to need to be analytical as much as you can. So do not rush into any situations or into any decisions in particular, because there is going to be a little bastard. You see there, I can see a naughty little bastard, a little snaky in the grasses. So you need to be a little bit careful, because at the same time, that person, you will know that is a bit of a snaky little bastard. It's because that person is going to kind of demand or require something from you, but at the same time, you're going to feel a bit of like, no, baby, no. And that is the time that you need to follow this through and just run. No, that is the time, is just avoid that particular situation, because you are going to be able to recognize this at the same time. So you just protect yourself. So you will know, you will be able to feel this, you will be able to sense this. So if somebody's rushing you into something and you feel like, oh no, it's not the right thing, baby, no, go home, just one night, sleep on it. And once you reconnect with your guardian angels, with your spirit guides, when you drift into all sorts of different dimensions, we are so much wiser in the morning. Also, sometimes we can be stroppy, we can be this, we can be that, but most certainly pay attention to how you strongly feel about that particular subject that you have been trying to like kind of pushed in by being rushed in. Okay, this is something that you need to pay attention to it. But on another hand, number two, it's also like about the actual, you just really having such a control over situation and working on things in life that are no longer serving you by keeping you frequently too restrained. This is very important, because it's most certainly going to help you out to work on the certain weaknesses that were causing uncertainties in your life at the same time. Now this is the adventure, my babies. Okay, before the adventure, it's like the actual daring situation is going to take place. Something is going to happen and you're going to kind of surprise yourself the way you're going to react. But that is going to boil down to the fact that you are going to have an important adventure, which means that the things are going to start changing, which means that this is going to happen when you least expect it, which means that someone is going to impress you, which means that someone is going to inspire you, which means that someone is going to bring so much beautiful feelings inside you, within you, because somebody who's like a very special person in your life, it's going to inspire you at the right moment, at the right time. And this is why I keep on saying that the important people in our lives are meant to be there. We must love them. They're important. They're meant to be there whatsoever. We learn from them and they learn from us at the same time. We open their eyes and they open our eyes at the same time, because it's about this particular wiseness. They tell us things that we don't know about us and we find out, oh my God, yeah, it's true. But then again, we do exactly the same thing to them. And what does that do? It creates us a pathway in between each other, an understanding, but most importantly, individually, gives us a vision and a chance, an opportunity that we wouldn't normally have. So pay attention to what people in your life are trying to tell you this week. Pay attention to what they keep on repeating to you as well at the same time, because that in itself is going to be the sign that you are going to have a quite important little adventure. And it's important to say this because it's just going to bring that enthusiasm. And you, my Virgolinis, once you have the energy and the balance right, you are just going to have the biggest wings of the most powerful angel behind you. You're going to be flying like there is no tomorrow. It's about the initiative. This is going to bring you a new initiative. This is going to bring a new option with unlimited possibilities. And most certainly it's going to make you feel so good about yourself. And it's purely coming from the actual perfection in between the energies, purely directly coming from the combination of material and spiritual prosperity that is actually going to allow you to spread your your wings so beautifully and so brightly, my gorgeous Virgolinis. And an important person, somebody very honest, somebody very beautiful, one particular person in your life is going to play an important role because they're going to do something so nice, they're going to do something so beautiful for you, and that is also going to make you realize something very special about that person and something very special about yourself. I repeat, this is somebody very nice, somebody very smart, somebody very clever, but somebody very honest and very beautiful in many different ways. That person will tell you something as well, that person, very special person. But when they tell you this, you will know that very soon there is a powerful accomplishment coming. But on another hand, you will know also that now this is the time that when some kind of creativity is going to start. Throughout your creativity, the new beginning is going to basically reveal itself. It's something that is going to surprise you by the end of the month, something that is going to be quite mind-blowing for you by the end of the month, and it's most certainly going to become absolutely huge. Okay, so what is going to happen at the end of August? It's going to change your life. What is going to unfold at the end of August is going to change everything, because that little thing is going to be something so small, so tiny, that is just never going to leave your life. It's going to improve your life in every single way. But the end of August, it's going to be only just the beginning, my gorgeous Virgolinis, just the beginning. It's to do with an important gain, but also the beginning of a very meaningful experience, that it's going to be a quite important confirmation at the same time, because it's a powerful moment in time, which is also going to indicate the need for you to actually pay attention to the numbers repeating, the sequences of the numbers repeating, because every time when you see the numbers repeating, in particular at the end of the month, you will know that this is actually it's not going to be that long until an uncertainty it's going to be revealed, and that uncertainty is just going to be powerful, because it's at the same time going to require from you to actually just think in a slightly different way, because I repeat, this is to do with new relationships, with new approaches to old problems, but also new knowledge. Okay, on another hand, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Virgolinis, is like basically, materialistically, this is a great month, which means that this is important to just do as much as you can. Show to the world the real you. I'm not saying that you're not showing to the world the real you, but just like try to kind of like use your energy in the best possible way by, in particular, doing as much as you can in order to expand your knowledge. So pay attention to what you feel drawn to. Very, very important indeed. On another hand, when it comes to the actual health, now it's please try to spend the time on the fresh air. Please, if you possibly can, spend the time basically in the sun if you possibly can, because it's going to be really good and very important for your overall well-being. A lot is actually going to be happening. So emotionally, maybe you're going to be really busy, because you're going to be thinking quite a lot, because you are in for quite a few things that are actually going to surprise you this month, in particular when it comes to you kind of feeling attracted to certain things. But most certainly try to spend some time outside in the sun, meditate a little bit, try to ground yourself. But at the same time, please, it's very important for you to take something something for your mind, something for your memory, something for your brain, something for your concentration, something to boost your immune system, my babies, and all that in one. I would say it would be like a fish oil, organic, natural fish oils, but they must be completely like a non-GMO nonsense, it needs to be natural, caught, and also basically, as I said, natural without GMO, but also fish oils, very important for all these things that I've already mentioned. If you got a problem with fish oils, then you would just probably maybe need to get something like a flaxseed oil, and flaxseed oil is basically like the plant version of the fish oil because it gives you the similar ingredients which omega-3 essential fatty acids, which is very important for our bodies, and also it's quite good to boost our immune system, but also for our mind. So this is something that I highly recommend you. On another hand, natural vitamin D supplement, very important, and also natural zinc supplement, very important, and also organic acerola cherry powder. I still highly recommend you to get this and to take this organic acerola cherry powder in a little bit of water, and this is something very essential and important for you to boost your immune system. Keep on doing it. Organic acerola cherry powder, it's a powder without nasty chemicals and all the nonsense, and you take this once a day at least, please. And also that in combination with vitamin D and that in combination with zinc, it's going to be superb to boost your immune system, and you will need this so much. On another hand, I know that your stomach is going to be a little bit sensitive, so try to avoid as much as you can, like coffee with sugar. Try to avoid sugar, try to avoid coffee in general if you possibly can. Try to avoid teas, try to avoid like alcohol if you possibly can, and things that are not good for you. And on another hand, if you can get something like organic aloe vera juice, that would be wonderful, and it's going to be very soothing for your stomach at the same time. Try to avoid, I said this before, it's important for your pineal gland. Try to avoid the actual tap water and try to drink water which is like a still natural water, rather than a tap water, because tap water contains fluoride, and that particular fluoride is not good for us, and it's not good for pineal gland, because you're going to be so powerful when it comes to the actual spirituality, when it comes to all this wisdom, and the actual pineal gland is our third psychic eye, but that gets blocked because we are drinking water, tap water. The same, and on also try to get something like a natural supplement, boron, boron, which is also going to be very helpful and very beneficial with the beetroot supplement at the same time to actually feed your pineal gland. Avoid toothpaste with the actual fluoride and avoid mouthwash with fluoride. As I said before, try to get toothpaste and mouthwash without fluoride. This is all going to be very beneficial and powerful for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, to boost your immune system, to take care of yourself. And also, I know I'm saying a lot about your health, I'm sorry, but it's a lot to do with your inside, your mouth is going to be quite sensitive, where the zinc and vitamin C, it's also going to help you with your gum healing alongside with taking these supplements, toothpaste and mouthwash without actual fluoride. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Virgolinis, or not. So now, going on the first date, which is going to happen on the 2nd of August. Now, my gorgeous Virgolinis, the 2nd of August, this is the hermit moment I was talking about. Hermit moment is your element. Do you know that? Hermit moment is your element because you're a thinker. You like to think, You're very wise anyway. You're very powerful. You're in touch with yourself. You're in touch with the energies around you. You're in touch with the earthly energies like there is no tomorrow. You can feel the moon changes like more than anyone, You're very powerful. And that in itself sometimes can drain your energy, but also sometimes, it can work so superb, is superbly if you can actually just kind of get this balance right and projecting towards the things that you want to project at. So this is why the 2nd of August will be powerful, because it's going to bring you that hermit moment, which means you're going to feel like, oh God, maybe it's going to be the time when you're going to feel a little bit stroppy, and you're going to feel like maybe you want to spend a little bit of time on your own. But this is an important sign at the same time, because you will know very, very quickly, this is actually going to help you so much to make it's going to help you so much because it's going to be the time where you are going to become aware of something that you haven't been aware of before. So the hermit moment, it's going to help you to kind of go within you, but it's at the same time going to spread spread your spiritual awareness. Something is going to be illuminated on that day. So if you feel a bit stroppy, that's actually quite great. It means just spend some time on your own. It could be an hour, it could be 2, it could be 5, it could be 10 hours, it could be the whole day. It really depends, individually, what your progress is, what your karma is, what your spiritual journey is, and where you are at the moment. But most certainly, big important realization is going to come up, which is most certainly also going to become a part of the whole new perspective. But you need to pay attention, because something else is going to take a progress, an additional exactly 29 days after this moment in time, and exactly 29 days is going to pass, and then that is going to bring you and provide you the next step, the new vision. You see, I knew it. The next step, the new vision. You see that, how the light went? La 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 la. Sorry, my gorgeous Virgolinis, that's the first time tonight that a light went. Sorry. Dun, 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 dun. It had to happen to you, my gorgeous Virgolini. It had to happen to you. You see, I just don't know it, because I'm having 2 of those plastic bits that I'm keeping switching, but of course I don't have, there it is, the second plastic bit. Sorry, my gorgeous Virgolini. I'm here. They're gonna be like, oh no, he went away again. Sasha, what are you doing? I'm here. Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. My gorgeous Virgolini, I sing this because there will be a big hallelujah moment that you are going to have. Big confirmation. It will be strong, it will be powerful, and it will be life-changing. You will find a place where you belong. You will know exactly what to do. You will be surprised with yourself. At the same time, something so amazing is going to happen to you that you're going to familiar yourself with it. Just pay attention, my gorgeous Virgolini. It's going to happen this month. So the 2nd of August, you will realize also what you're in self-denial about. What are you in self-denial about? And that, my babies, is going to make an important stage when it comes to the actual completion. When it happens to completion, there is also at the same time the new beginning that is going to take place. So you will know this is what's going to happen. First of all, what you're in self-denial about, but then you will know exactly. It's going to be like, oh my God, the 2nd and the 3rd of August, you will know exactly what your next step is going to be, because your next step is going to be revealed and confirmed. You see, 2 words, powerful goal. It's going to be connected to the actual powerful goal on the 2nd and the 3rd of August 2020, and it's all about the next step, and it's all about the devotion, and it's all about the actual new goal that is going to be mind-blowing in many different ways, because it's to do with the satisfaction, it's to do with an accomplishment, and it's also going to be an important time when it comes to very, very significant social relationships. Just pay attention, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you see. And also on another hand, the actual 2nd and 3rd of August, you will become kind of aware of kind of like a maybe certain like deception, but then again, that deception that you're going to become aware of, it's going to be really great for you because it's going to work in your favor, because it's going to make you change your mind, and this changing of your mind, it's also going to at the same time create a new beginning and a new option. Oh my God, so powerful. The second important date, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's going to be on the 30th of the actual August. The third important date, I guess. The third important date, it's going to be on the 30th of August, 30. Now, my God, success, but the sex comes out, success. On the 30th of August, it's going to be like a great time when it comes to success. On the 30th of August, my baby, is also number 7. It's going to be a lucky number. Number 7 is a powerful number, which means that you will be receiving powerful messages from your angels and from your spirit guides at the same time. There are going to be lots of numbers that are going to be repeating. There are lots of sequences. You pay attention, consequences. Pay attention to the sequences, repeating of the numbers, because every time when something repeats itself, every time when you see number repeating 77223333, pay attention most certainly what is on your mind, because there is also going to be an answer to an obstacle that it's been slowing you down, and it's going to provide you with an option towards the actual swift change at the same time. On the 30th of August, you will have the time of success when it comes to the actual gain. Just remember, you will feel very proud of yourself. Certain readjustment, you will go through the certain change, but then it's all going to fall down to the actual 30th of August, which is going to be directly significant when it comes to the rest of the actual whole September, not only August, but this is going to be remarkable. It's to do with the actual gain, but also overcoming an important obstacle, which is also going to make you brave, and it's also going to really enhance your self-esteem in many different ways, because this is going to bring you the challenge that you're going to surprise yourself the way you're going to react, and it's going to be wonderful. And this is when I said that number 7 is going to be so highlighted around the same time, because you are most certainly going to be protected. So pay attention at the same time what is specifically on this day on your mind, and follow it through, my gorgeous Virgolinis, please. On another hand, you are most certainly going to have a very important time where you're going to find yourself in an advanced stage. You're going to be proud of yourself, and it's to do with a victory. An important negotiation is going to take place. Just pay attention. An important negotiation is going to take place, which means that the energy, as I said, is going to be on your side. And on another hand, any negotiation you want to do, any negotiation you want to make, any negotiation you want to start, any process of justice or any signature signing or any beginning to do with negotiation, you should start on the 30th, and this is going to be remarkable because the energy is going to be on your right, so it's going to work out so much better for you. On another hand, the 30th of August, it's also going to bring you a really great time when it comes to the actual somebody very experienced and somebody very successful and somebody very powerful. It's going to inspire you, and there it's also going to be very, very interesting answer that you're going to have, a very interesting answer you're going to realize through this person, so pay attention. On another hand, the 30th of August, it's also going to bring you a very powerful moment when it comes to you wondering about someone. Is someone reliable or not? My babies, that person is very reliable. And on another hand, a wise investment, as I said, it's going to take place. So this is also a great time to kind of think about the wise investments, because it's going to be so good. The new door are opening, and it's time to move on. And this is all going to be like that. Seriously, that's what you're going to feel like, oh my God, that's what I want to do. Time to move on, New door are about to open. You need to remember this, my Virgos, my Virgolinis, my gorgeous Virgolinis. The 30th of August, the new door are going to be open. Just remember, you can do it. You can do it. Everything that happened to you so far happened for a reason. Everything that you will go through in August, you went through it through the actual reason. Certain things are going to come to an end, but most certainly it's going to become very evident what is going to become huge, massive, significant, mind-blowing beginning on the 30th of August. Absolutely remarkable. And this is when you're going to make a strong confirmation with yourself. You're going to make yourself very proud, but also other people around you who really mean to you are going to feel as proud of yourself like you're going to feel proud too. Remarkable. You see, it's just so great because it's to do with an abandonment of things that are like really bothering you, that draining your energy. What is draining your energy that much? Who is draining your energy that much? It's so important. This is what you're going to abandon, but at the same time you're going to find yourself, in a great way when it comes to the actual well-being, when it comes to luxury, when it comes to prosperity, when it comes to your security and personal power. And that is also going to have such a wonderful and beautiful impact on you, in particular when it comes to the actual focus that this is at the same time going to bring. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Virgolinis, I'm going to just see what is going to happen to you at the beginning of August. Now, the very first week of August, please remember this. Teamwork is important. Don't do it yourself. Remember, Virgolinis, the beginning of August, the first week, teamwork is important. Also, when it comes to the family matters and family issues, your input will be needed. Just remember, don't overreact and don't be stroppy. Remember, don't overreact and don't be stroppy. Step back from the situation and look at the situation from a completely different angle. Completely different picture is going to be revealed. On another hand, teamwork is important. This is what I need you to remember purely when it comes to the actual lack of teamwork and lack of motivation, and also when it comes to the negative stage of your life that you felt like it's negative. This is going to bring you the turning point. The teamwork will bring you the greatest turning point ever. Okay, you will see exactly what I mean. It's to do with you, with your life, with what you like doing, the way you like to express yourself, with your professional life, with your practicality, with your security, and also when it comes to you being in balance. Now the balance is going to start coming back. It's wonderful. By the time we get to the second part of August, my gorgeous Virgolinis, it's to do with an important completion. It's going to take place. Some kind of traveling is going to take place, and it's going to be important for you to do a little bit of a traveling at the same time. I understand and I know that some people at a certain part of the world can't travel that much at the moment because of all the things that are happening, but as I said, if you have the opportunity to travel a little bit, to change the area, to change the dimension, please do it, because this is going to be remarkable, because something really good and great is going to happen at the same time. But without that, I'm saying that the certain travel is most certainly going to become evident here. Some kind of traveling plans, some kind of conversation, it's going to take place, and this is nothing unusual because this is connected to those new possibilities that I was talking about to you before. A new approach to the actual old problem is just going to help you to see things from a completely different side, from a completely different bubble, and this bubble is going to be absolutely mind-blowing indeed, my gorgeous Virgolini. You see, it's to do with the completion and coming to the end of the time that was very tormenting to you, and it was bringing you maybe a little bit of depression and a little bit of disappointment. So it's time of an important closure. Okay, this is the time of an important closure. It's not going to happen straight away, but it's all about one step at a time. You're on the right path, you're on the right journey. It's all about the moderation indeed. There is someone that is going to try to maybe wind you up a little bit. Somebody's going to try to kind of have a little bit of a conflict, but then again, rise above the situation. If somebody winds you up mid-August, please just remember, this is the part of your challenge, because you're reaching a very, very high stage when it comes to your spirit and when it comes to your spirituality. And then September is your time, and this is why the vibration is going to be so strong. So you will be challenged indeed, and you just need to remember, if somebody's like a challenging you, God, just rise above the situation, and this is the, avoid the conflict, please. And that in itself, if you avoid conflict, you're going to do so great, you're going to do so well, not only spiritually and karmically, but most certainly the karmic reward is going to be kind of immediately, it's going to immediately unfold itself in front of you, because by the time we get to the last part of August, it's all about this wonderful moment in time that you're going to have, in particular, when it comes to the certain loss that affected you over the last 5 months. Something changed, something didn't work out, something made you feel maybe a little bit negative and a little bit sad, and it caused emotional confusion, and it confused other elements in other part of your lives as well at the same time. But now that was kind of like all boiling down towards the delays and the lack of motivation. So this is the flip-flop moment that I'm talking about, the spiritual flip-flop moment, which is now in return going to bring you a wonderful inspiration and potential, which is like, going to be such an opposite of the powerless situation, powerless things that you felt like you couldn't do much, like your hands were tied literally. So now the end of August is going to bring you the beautiful moment when it comes to the actual liberation indeed. And that in itself is completely different to the powerless situation that you felt, which is going to resolve in you having enough strength and confidence and power to make a necessary judgment. And that judgment is so important to kind of like just remember to not to rush into any decisions, to not to jump into any conclusions, just take one step at a time. But this is just going to be the beginning of a very important stage and change, my gorgeous Virgolinis. And September is going to be even more remarkable, an important, powerful judgment you are going to make. And also I want to say it's all about the actual, only like about a couple of months ago you wouldn't feel great about this, you would feel weak because you didn't think it's the right time. So now the balance is going to be absolutely perfect, and the certain advice that you are going to have at the same time is going to confirm this for you, my babies. And the way you're going to feel when you hear this advice is going to be absolutely everything. It's about the strength that you are going to feel and the power, which is going to give you the strength and the power over the situation, which is on another hand going to bring you this wonderful confidence, which is going to bring you wisdom as well at the same time. You are going to come to terms with something, well, a certain illusion, but then, and this is brilliant because it's all about realizing this and getting it, that we are getting to this particular stage that we simply need to listen to ourselves and make these necessary changes, which are going to be big later on. But this is just the beginning. Remember, this is reminder to you. At the end of August, when you realize certain illusion, this is brilliant because at the same time, this will be a powerful reminder that you to do what you want to do, what you need to do. Okay, so when the illusion moment comes up at the end of August, and you realize, oh God, it's not going to happen. Just remember, babies, these are the little doors that are waiting for you to knock at the same time. And the way you're gonna knock these spiritual doors is just doing it with your mind and realizing this and making this happen and making manifestation happen with a new beginning at the same time. A reminder to do what you want to do, what you need to do. It's about you and your essence and why you are on this earth. Every single one of us is here to do something. This is so much to do with your essence, beautiful, pure, spiritual essence. Just remember, my gorgeous Virgolini, at the end of August, just remember, your uniqueness is everything. Your uniqueness is your power. Your uniqueness is your strength. Just do it. Use it wisely. Even if it feels like completely weird, bizarre, because something weird is going to come to you. Something strange is going to come to you. But then you're going to be kind of taken away by the certain norms, the way people have been conditioned, like, oh yeah, maybe it's going to make you feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe everybody's going to think I'm crazy or this or that. No, baby, no. Every single thing that comes up to you is so important because it's building you in so many different ways at the same time. And this is when you start to shine so much. I'm gonna say it again. Just remember, your uniqueness is absolutely everything. Your uniqueness is power, my gorgeous Virgolinis. This is going to be incredible indeed. Okay, so now I'm just going to check what is going to happen with the couples. And before I do that, I would just like to say to you, thank you so much for being on my channel. And I would also like to let you know that I do have a merchandise store with my new lines. I've just made and created the whole new lines, you know, when it comes to t-shirts, tops, you know, bags and mags, you know. And you can see the link is in the description below, the link to my new merchandising store. And if you would like to support my channel, you know, this is what I would quite appreciate if you do. So the link to my new merchandising store is like at the bottom, and where you can find like all sorts of bits and pieces. So now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. It's going to be remarkable actually for those of you in relationship. Yeah, the Empress. Yeah, surprise, surprise. So it's going to be remarkable time, very wise moment, very wise time. You're both going to really appreciate an important reward. Both of you are going to appreciate and report I can't speak anymore. And report an important reward. Gosh, both of you will appreciate an important award this month. And this is good because it's to do with waiting, it's to do with patience, it's to do with like an uncertainty, but it's also to do with like kind of like a maybe changing things around because things have been affected by lots of other things around, and that affected you and your way of thinking and your way of planning. It's a remarkable news that you are going to hear, you both as a couple, you know, and it's to do with a gain, it's to do with an advancement. It's something that you were both waiting for, but also at the same time it's to do with results of effort that you have both put in. On another hand, you know, this is going to help you to recognize certain abilities. It's going to help you to recognize the certain idea, but most importantly, the confirmation. And a huge, massive confirmation this is going to bring to both of you, and that confirmation is going to lead towards a massive, huge, important change. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards. Oh, Virgolini. Those of you that are single and ready to mingle, you know, someone is about to enter your life this month, my gorgeous. Oh, Two of Coins. Surprise, surprise. Somebody's about to enter your life, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you see. And they're also going to be naughty, Virgo. Naughty Virgolini. There are going to be a couple of things, you know, that are going to be happening this month. You're going to be quite busy, but there are a couple of people that are going to be like, hello, my darling. And you're going to be like that back. Hello, my darling. A bit of a flirty, momenty. There are going to be a couple of people that are going to be like around you this month, but one of them in particular is going to be very powerful and it's going to be very significant. There is someone very powerful that is about to walk into your life. It's for those of you who are single and ready to mingy, because this is going to happen one step at a time, okay? And this person, there's something that's going to be quite different about them. Something is going to be quite unusual about them, but they're going to be very beautiful, but it's just going to be slightly different to what you normally go for. But they're very, like, for example, like, they're very warm-hearted, they're very beautiful, they're very serene, you know, they're very, like, nice. And it's also going to be somebody who you would think like, oh no, they wouldn't like me, they wouldn't fancy me, you know. So someone very special is about to walk into your life. And it's about, that person is a little bit different and also very, very responsible, very reliable, very patient, very persistent, and somebody very clever, somebody very intelligent, somebody very smart, and somebody who likes to organize things, you know. And also somebody who's like a very powerful ruler, somebody who's very individual, somebody who's very strong. and somebody who's very powerful in many different ways, you know, when it comes to their success, security, and power. You are going to meet someone very special, my gorgeous Virgolinis, you know. For once, you will think like, oh my God, it's a slightly different person who I normally go for. But then on another hand, you know, everything is going to be a little bit different. Everything is going to be a little bit strange. But at the same time, you're going to find out the new you. At the same time, you're going to find out things about yourself, you know, because this month is also going to show you how much you were changing and how much you're actually changing and how much you changed by the time you meet this wonderful person. As I said, you're not going to start kissing like straight away. It's going to need to be, and it's going to happen one step at a time, but most certainly it's going to be someone very, very special. My Lord, someone very special. And when someone like that walks into our lives, it's important to like take it easy, one step at a time, because sometimes people make mistakes when it comes to relationships. You know, they just jump in the bed. I'm not saying you're going to do that, but it's just like sometimes, you know, people, when they start relationship, they start from the end and then you work your way the wrong way around. You know, if you jump in the bed and all that, then you start from the end and then you work your way back the other way around, then it's not really good like that. But if you start one step at a time, first kissing, you know, if you start one step at a time, I'm just joking, but if you start one step at a time and work your way correctly when it comes to relationships, then things unfold in a completely different level. Beautiful, wonderful, loving, and spiritual indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, I love every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I really mean it. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Mwah.